I've been working on college campuses and with students for over 20 years. And I don't think that every campus is burning, but I think what Brett Stevens said earlier is that there is a reality that for some campuses, it is a 5-alarm fire. We know, for example, that it is not always just about Israel, right? Israel can be a lightning rod, but there are plenty of students who have nothing to do with Israel, don't know what their relationship is with Zionism, and yet they are asked to check their identity in terms of their Jewishness at the door. So we saw, for example, last summer, in the wake of May 2021 conflict between Israel and Hamas, student groups like Students Against Sexual Assault, nothing to do with politics of the Middle East. Now, these were student groups, not university administrators, but those student groups issued statements that clearly articulated that Jews had no place in these groups because, by default, they are supportive of the IDF, which engages in sexual assault against Palestinians. And therefore, these Jews are not welcome in these spaces, even if they themselves are victims of sexual assault, because of this perceived extension of association with Israeli behavior and Israeli action, which is blatantly false and a blood libel. Now, what do you do if you're that student? Well, I can tell you, I get calls from those students. The majority of those students desperately want to be accepted by the group, whatever it may be, whether it's LGBTQ+, whether it's Students Against Sexual Assault, whether it's feminist movements, whether it has to do with other minority communities. And they beg for a crumb to be accepted into that room. And I have to tell you, it's all of our jobs to actually tell them to stop begging. We need them to stand up, to stand extremely tall, and to have the moral courage to recognize that those organizations and individuals are engaging in clear hypocrisy and acts very often associated with anti-Semitism, and then they have to be called out for it.